Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am tevprettyy. Today I'll be filming Women's Wednesday episode 9. And I have a special guest today. Let's give it up for them.
Hello everyone, I'm Cheyenne.
Are you nervous? How do you feel about doing the video?
I'm nervous, but I feel like it's gonna be good though.
Okay. So what's something you're nervous about? Is it just the conversation? Is it just being on camera?
Yeah, I don't really be on camera. You know, I don't really post like
Yeah,
that.
she's a little behind the scenes, but it's okay. Today we're gonna have a little bit of fun. I have some conversations that I wanted to have. I have games, I have cards, so I think it'll be nice. You know, I told her to relax, y'all. She wanna sit up like a Barbie doll, which is fine because you look nice. But okay, me and Cheyenne, we have conversations off camera, like behind the scenes, texting, and like it can be small conversations, but they're always so good. Like you have great emotional intelligence, or what do you call it? Yeah, she has that. That's really good on her level. Like she's very, we kind of the same when it comes to how we have conversations. Deep, vulnerable, open, we don't mind. Okay, so to get us like warmed up, I'm gonna go ahead and do some icebreakers. So I have, I think like 8 or 9 cards, 10, I don't know which, however. But we're just gonna pick out, you know, a few and do it. Okay, my next one is, how do you practice self-care? So for myself, self-care is very simple to me because I think self-care is in everything, whether that's spending time with yourself, whether that's listening to music, driving, treating yourself on a date, ice cream date. So for me, my self-care is like spending time with myself, that's number one. Whether that's in my room, just closing my room door, having peace and quiet, just spending time with myself, journaling, getting my feet done, getting my hair done, buying myself stuff. Yeah, like journaling, I just, you know.
That's a good thing to me because like a lot of people pour into others more than themselves, and I think that's why they always like feel like avoiding themselves and like they're missing stuff. But self-care to me, I'd say, is like what you said. Like I feel like it depends on the person.
Yeah.
But like taking like a longer time in the shower, I guess.
Yeah,
that's small, but like, you know, like slowing down. I feel like I'm always rushing.
Yeah, that's why I always tell like my sisters or people around me, not just be patient, but you don't have to rush everything. Next question.
What is the most romantic thing you've ever done?
Just something that you think in your head is romantic. Even texting someone something, looking out, like whatever it might be.
Well, I can't say like currently, or like some months ago I've like lost pride, like having pride towards people. Like if I think somebody's not okay, like I'll reach out to them and stuff. So I guess that's romantic to me because I always have had pride because of my family. Like they projected that onto me, so I would always walk around prideful, like I'm not gonna text him, they talk to me and so like that. But I'm like not like that with the person I like now, person I love now. So I just don't be prideful. Honestly, I feel like that's romantic to me because I'm putting my heart on my sleeve when it could go left. So.
See, that's my part. That's where I'm at now. Like I feel like I always put my heart on my sleeve. You know, I'm very sensitive and I'm just like, I don't care. I'm more of like, if I feel some way, I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna know. If I think about you, if I care about you, you're gonna know. I've never been to a point to where it's like, oh no, that's gonna make me a little weak. Like I don't care. Like I would literally cry on everybody. I just never been a person to.
But that's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it's only bad because the only reason why I would say it was bad is because sometimes when it do go left, it's like, dang, I should just, you know, I should have never did that, or I should have just, you know, had my pride up, or I don't know. Like some people don't deserve me having my heart on my sleeve sometimes.
How I think of it is like, once you give love out, you can't take it back. Yeah. So you know, like they're walking through life, and one day they might think of how you treated them.
That's what I'm saying. I said, you know what? I'm not even gonna trip about how people treat me. Like, of course, my feelings would be hurt, but I'm gonna literally just do what God wants me to do. That's give out love. I'm a very loving person. I can't try to stop who I am because they not appreciate me. But that day when you sit and you might see me or think of me, they gonna be hurt.
And sometimes how you love people can heal them. Yeah. You know, you just have to know when to stop sometimes.
Yeah. That's
sometimes you're putting too much love into the wrong person. I feel like that's the only part where it's like, gets iffy.
Yeah, knowing when to let go, knowing who to hold on to. Was it your turn or my turn?
My turn.
Okay, next one. What is one thing about your generation that you don't like? I would say one thing about my generation I don't like is probably the pride thing. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of pride, so they try to paint this image of something that they're not. That's one thing. Another thing, everything's like a trend now. You never know when people are genuinely doing something, like they're just doing something because everyone else is doing it. It don't seem like it's genuine. So that's the two things: not being genuine and pride.
Okay. What do you believe you contribute to the world? I think I give people different perspectives. Like, they'll have like some sort of mindset, maybe their entire life, and sometimes I can switch it, like for a more positive one. Or like for my mother, for instance, like back then they always were just, you know, stuck with what they're used to seeing, and stuck with things that they feel like they're gonna be doing the rest of their lives. But like, I feel like you don't have to be that way. I feel like you can be somebody else. So I think. So
kind of like you're the person that's like breaking generation curses, however they say. Like you're the person that try to see a different outlook. Because you know, a lot of times, definitely our families, they have this persona to where they think, okay, this is how it's going. This is right from wrong. You do something different, or you look at something different, and they look at you like you're crazy because that's not how they was raised, or that's not how they grew up, or how they think people is. Like they're not open to something different. So you're that type of person to where you trying to raise something new, you change your perspective. So I understand that. That's good.
And I also feel like I'm more of a loving person lately too. Like, so I feel like that's what I offer to the world.
If you started your own business, what would you do? Or what would you want to do? So for myself, I don't know if this would be a business type. I think you can make anything a business nowadays. But for me, I really want to do something to where me and myself and others that's connected to me that really want to do it, I would love to speak to like younger girls, go to like high schools, go to jails. I don't know. Jails might be too extreme because that just might be too much. But I just want to speak to younger people, younger females, for real. I just want to speak to younger females, you know, just have conversations with them and get paid for it. Like, I'm not saying I'm getting paid for it, that's the only reason I care about it, but that's something that I would wake up and be happy to do. Like, speaking to younger people, like, I don't know about public speaking, but I don't mind like small groups. But that's something I would want to do, like just using mental health, having conversations with people. If that makes sense.
I feel like that's good. I feel like that would change the generations.
Yeah, especially now because I went to Palm Bay High to visit Miss Raines, and the kids is like,
what happened?
We're screwed. Like, I mean, crop tops. They don't even dress code no more. I don't think crop tops, belly piercing. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. I feel like even when we was in high school, they didn't play that. So I think they should keep it that way. So, cause it's like the kids is controlling the school. They go to school to hang out, basically. You know, back then we used to hang out and stuff, but we really was worried about our classes and worried about our grades. Them kids are not here. So I can just imagine myself going there, like speaking to them, a mentor type of thing. So a mentor is a job, a business. So yeah, something like that. Okay, sorry, like last questions.
Have you ever been stabbed in the back? By whom and when?
And stabbed in the back is anything to you that like a betrayal. So some people might go, that's not stabbed in the back, but whatever you feel like.
It's about to get deep in here though.
Go ahead.
All right. So like when my mother passed away, like my ex, like I thought we were like deeper than exes, like we were friends, like you're my friend, like if I need something you're there. Like it's been like 5 months, he ain't check on me once.
Like 5 months since your mom passed?
And he ain't check on me once. So I feel like I would count as backstabbing.
Yeah, that's backstabbing to me. I'm gonna buy question now because we spoke about your mom. But so I'm not gonna lie. I think a lot of times when people pass away and you grieve, it just kind of shows you who should be in your life and who shouldn't be in your life, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
So because even when my cousin passed away or my grandma passed away, I was so upset with people that didn't reach out, or people I expected to reach out, or people I would think, okay, like I know for 100%, even if we don't talk today, if something like this happened, I know you're gonna reach out, and then you don't end up reaching out. So it's kind of like, okay, like it hurts, of course, it's something that I have to get over, but you have to kind of accept it because how would the conversation be like when you reach out, like, why are you texting me about my mom? Like, you know, that's what I'm saying.
Think to do so because honestly, I feel like when you're down, that's when you know who cares the most.
Was he aware that she passed away?
Yeah, I told him and like...
Wait. So you told him and he still didn't like console you or anything?
Like, I think he heard something he didn't want to hear. Like, I told him like I was with a man too.
Oh.
But
Cheyenne, I'm thinking that he just didn't contact you because...
Bro, I didn't, but I feel like if that was me, like he knew my mother. You feel me?
Okay,
that's true. He met her and everything, been in my house, like.
Okay, that's true. That's not
like it'd be deeper than that stupid stuff. Like if that was me, I wouldn't be worried about that. I'd be worried about if you good.
Yeah, so I was saying that makes sense. I was trying to look at it like.
No, I see.
Yeah.
Like, well, maybe because I'm like that too. I try to think of why the reason could possibly be. I feel like it's that. I feel like it's because of that. But am I supposed to never move on? He was no.
But speaking of your mother, so your mother did pass away. You said 5 months ago, and I know for a while when you used to come over, like it would be conversations had about her and things like that. So I know for a fact that it still is, you know, a soft spot to speak about or something hard to speak about. But what's your grieving like journey? Like what's that look like to you? Like are you actually trying to grieve a certain way, or is it just like day by day you're just taking it?
It really do depend on the day, honestly. Like there's some times where I'm like smiling, like and having a good time and I'm okay, and there's another day where I miss her more. I feel like grieving is not a linear thing. Like it really depends on the day. Like tomorrow could feel like the worst day ever. The day after that could feel like a really good day. But it's hard though because she was my only parent that really cared for me, so like I feel like an orphan, honestly. But I think there's somebody in life that's always going to want something that you have, because there's some people that don't have parents to begin with, and that's kind of how I try to see it. Like I'd rather her be peaceful, because I don't know, she felt like I could breathe on my own and I don't get out of breath just to go to the bathroom and stuff like that. So I feel like okay knowing that she's peaceful.
I think as we get older too, and the more people we do lose, or the more we grow within, we look at death a little differently. Like for me, like if you would have asked me a question about death like 3 years ago when my grandmother passed, I probably would have just had the worst answer because I didn't know how to handle it. But like ever since my grandmother passed, we had like a death year after year. Shadayla, my auntie, my uncle, like so many people has passed. And I'm kind of in a spot to where I'm accepting that we all have to pass away, you know. But I can't imagine losing like my mom. So when that even happened to you, I didn't know what to say to you. I didn't know how to, like, of course I can encourage you, but that's something I never felt, you know.
Yeah.
So even with people that you probably are connected to, like, are you expecting people to, like you say, your ex didn't reach out, are you expecting people to reach out, or do you just want regular conversation? Like, how does it look like being there for you while you're grieving your mother?
So like how I be like kind of seeing it is effort, at least, you feel me? Like, and effort can be however you perceive, like however you want to give it. Like, hey, what's up, how you doing?
Yeah, well, there's times where when I was grieving, I didn't want to have conversations with anyone. So sometimes I would probably not ignore people on purpose, but it's just like right now, I don't feel like it. Right now, I don't want to be bothered. But I always did appreciate those who reached out. Like, it always came across my mind, even when I felt better. Like, oh wow, okay, this person checked up on me. So do you, when you reminisce about her, do you enjoy having conversations about her, or is it more you don't like talking about her?
It really depends. Like in her last days, I was very resentful. I was very resentful and angry at her. So I wasn't really talking to her for like as much as I would, honestly. Like I wouldn't call her as much. And I don't think I talked to her for like 2 days before, honestly. So It's hard sometimes to talk about it because I think of that sometimes, but like I just at the time I know that it was me protecting myself, so I can't exactly feel so angry at what I did because I was really just protecting myself, and I can't get mad at myself for protecting my peace, and like even if that's my mother,
Yeah.
my peace still has to come first. So it's not hard all the time. Like sometimes I feel like you gotta talk through stuff to get through
Yeah.
it.
So what about a spiritual journey or your relationship with God? Do you have one?
I would say it's really not as strong as it was, but there's often standards placed on it, like how other people will perceive it as being a good relationship with Him, as opposed to how your relationship really is with Him, because nobody else can really know what it is like. But I do pray every day, and I do speak to Him, and I do have faith.
That's good.
I don't really go to church though.
Is there a reason why, or you just not? It haven't came across to where you like, okay, let me just go to church. Like, what is it?
I actually did want to go to church at least. I was thinking about it, but
That's
I
good.
think I would be crying if I was in there. 'Cause
That's
I was
good.
Like,
I'm telling you, it's a great place to start even when I started my healing journey, when Shadela passed away and just everything I experienced in my childhood, I started counseling and I started going to church at the same time. And it was like so hand in hand, it was so perfect. And even what you said earlier about how people have standards on a relationship with God, I feel like everyone has their own relationship. So when I ask that, it's not for you to say like, oh, this is the best. Like, no, I just want you to literally be honest with yourself because everyone's relationship looks different. And even myself, I have a relationship with God, but it's not the best either. But for me, I feel like where I'm at now is a good relationship. Like, it's gonna get better, it has time to grow. And I don't feel like people should try to base their relationship on other people's relationship because everyone's relationship looks different. Like, some people might feel like they're closer to God and, you know, whatever case may be, but we all have our own personal relationships with Him.
Yeah.
But Easter will be good.
I did used to go to Bible study though. Like I would go to it would be called fellowship, and I'd go in there and like hear like the sermon and like they pray over you. I think I stopped going like maybe a year ago. Just one day to go back.
One thing about churches though, they're always open. So whenever, it don't matter if you just want to get up one morning like, okay, I'm gonna get some breakfast, I'm gonna go to church, or I'm gonna go to church and then go to brunch. You know, just make it to where it's like, some people look at it as like a job or like a forced thing, you know? Like, don't do that. Just feel good. Like, wake up in the morning, I play music Sundays, I get up early. You know, I try to dress the best I can for Sundays and just enjoy it. Like, don't make it seem like it's more of, okay, I have to go to church. I have to, it's like you should say you have to, but I want it to be more of a thing to where,
I want to.
yeah, I want to, like something you actually want to do. Like, and then that's when you'll start feeling like it's mandatory and all that. So it just takes step by step, day by day, whatever it is for you.
But you feel like people can be like, I know that this is like kind of contradicting myself, but do you feel like people can really be Christians if they don't go to church though?
Honestly, before I went to church, I used to always say I don't need to go to church, I have a relationship with God or whatever. But I feel like that next level, you have to get somewhere where they're sharing the word of God. Like, if you have a relationship with God, okay, cool. But in order to get to that next level, to get to that next space to where your spiritual journey is growing or you're growing spiritually, I feel like you have to be in a church home. You have to have a church home. You have to have someone above you, like my pastor, my bishop, but she's the person that's prophesying over me. She's the person that I'm trusting to give me the word from God. Like, what I can't get for myself, that's my source to where I'm going to get more information about God. Okay. So I feel like you can say you're Christian all you want, but that next step it's gonna have to get deeper. It's like, okay, you have a relationship with Him. It's just like a regular relationship. Like, you have a relationship with someone, y'all going on dates, y'all spending time with each other. But what's next? Like, you have to do the next step, which will be getting saved and going to church, meeting other people. And it's so much better to have a relationship with God and try to work on your spiritual journey and have people around you doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. It's not really more harder because, like, when you have friends that's not on spiritual journeys, but you're having one, you can get distracted easily. But when you have a relationship with God and have a church home and people that have a relationship with God, y'all all on the same page, basically chasing the same things. Really, I feel like the next step will have to be a church home.
I like your answer.
Because it's easy for you to be out of church and just not be convicted or not see certain things because you think it's okay. When you're in church, they preaching about certain things, God will tell them, and then He gonna put it in your mind, so it's gonna cause you to, self-reflect, if that makes sense. So definitely mandatory though, definitely mandatory. Answer your question.
Yes, I actually really do like the answer.
Okay.
Like you're telling like you need a community that's going the same path.
Yes,
as you.
yes,
So
yes.
you can kind of fear-based for me with Christianity because like there's some that are like really judgmental, but I know like obviously in the world they're just going to have those type of people, so you can't let that stray you away from
Yeah, and that too, like it's some people that you might run across, but that's just you just know, okay, that's a person that I don't really feel comfortable with trusting, telling them my information or having deep conversations. I feel like they're judgmental. That's fine because it's I would say devils or whatever you want to say, but it's those type of demons or those type of spirits everywhere, like people that judge people. We're gonna go to a lighter topic. I feel like we're getting so deep. We talked about grieving, we talked about spiritual journeys. Now I would love to talk about your dating life, your love life, because she used the word love earlier. So how is your dating life?
Was that already on the card? Or
Yes. How's your
like those kinds of things.
Thank you. How is your dating life? First, are you single or taken?
I'm single.
So who were you referring to earlier when you said the person that you love?
Like I love someone, but I'm single. Bro. Like I know that doesn't make sense.
It makes sense, love, baby. I don't love people and people single. So
I do got trust issues with people sometimes. I'm not gonna front because I know like it's easy for me to be taken advantage of because I know I'm somebody that is just gonna pour into you because that's just my nature. Like I don't think twice if I feel like, oh, let me go do this for them, I'm gonna go do it. I'm not gonna think twice about it. So that's why like I'm kind of protecting my energy now, honestly, because I feel like that's something by nature when people are used to something, they kind of start lacking. So I feel like that's I'm not gonna say that. Like I'm like that with any person. I'm not gonna just call anybody my friend. I'm not going to just call anybody anything because I watch who I'm around. So that's what I was saying. Like if you're somebody that people think are always going to be accessible, they're going to pull back. So that's why I have to protect my peace.
So with him pulling back, is it more of because you're overdoing, or is it in his head? Okay, she gonna be there. Like
I feel like he's comfortable. Honestly.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, no.
That might be my problem. I feel like people be too comfortable too, and
And I was just saying this
constantly
about this
pouring.
like with my friend and like human nature. I feel like if we think something's always going to be there, we're gonna take it for granted. And I think that's how life is in general. Like if we had endless like physical in our physical form, if we were just here tomorrow and we knew that we would be, I feel like none of this would even matter. We would not put as much effort into life. We wouldn't work. We would literally, okay, we can do this tomorrow anyway. So why would I try today? So that's how I perceive everything. Like when people treat you disposable, like you
So you purposely pull yourself away from people when you think they're too comfortable, or they take advantage of you, kind of. With him, you love him. Like how do you do that? 'Cause for me, I be wanting to, okay, I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna make sure I don't do this and the third. Like I'm gonna try to pull myself away, give less. But it's so hard for me. Like I can do it for like 2 days, and I'm constantly back in the place where I'm pouring this to someone or trying to keep us grounded or together, if that makes sense.
Well, like on Tuesday it'll make like 3 weeks. So
See,
I'm telling you, I really did not ever think I could get to this point.
What do you do though? I need to know.
Is like the same thing you're pouring into these people, you can pour it back into you. Like that is the bottom line.
Yeah.
Like there's more things you can be doing for yourself in different ways. Like I feel like the way you're showing up for them and they're not appreciating it, put it back into yourself. I know that's hard, but you have to just take little steps. Like it's baby steps. I was never somebody. I was a codependent person.
Yeah.
I could not. I feel like I couldn't survive without my ex. Like truthfully, like living. So it really you get to take the steps. Honestly, it's like baby steps. Like you have to be patient with yourself. You can't beat yourself up. You have to know that the things you're wanting from others can be like you're the source of the love. You can put that into yourself the same way you want to put it into others, and then the right person will understand that.
But I didn't really learn how to pull myself back because it takes someone to really, really like hurt me to be like, okay, you're over with. But me, I'm just so forgiving, or like I try to look over stuff like, okay, I'm still gonna do this, that, and the third because of how I feel, but I know this person probably don't deserve it, but I'm still extending myself to the person. So I don't know, but I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to pour on myself. Even when I think about texting someone, I'll probably get up and go read a book or something.
Yeah, like there's so many hobbies you can be trying. There's so many things that life has to offer. Like I know that sounds so cliche, but like there really is so many things you can really figure out, discover about yourself that you didn't know. And like also how I think about it too is, while you're mistreating me and I keep showing up for you, I'm gonna eventually start mistreating you. And it's not going to make me feel good inside knowing I'm mistreating you.
Yeah.
I can't be around people that I know I feel a way towards because I'm not going to treat them right. So that's also, I feel like it's gonna be messed up regardless.
That's kind of my breaking point too. It's like, I don't think mistreating, but I get like to a place to where I'm disgusted by you. It's like, you know, did all this stuff and I'm constantly trying to, you know, show you the good side of things or pour into you, and you just not appreciating it. So now I'm getting more disgusted. But when I get disgusted, that's even worse because I don't want nothing to do with you. It's like even after you coming back around or you trying to basically be on my good side, it's like nah. It's like I'm disgusted. Like that's what more I would say of being disgusted by people, because when I get to a place of disgust, it's like I can't force it. It's like, you know, put a bad taste in my mouth to a point to where I don't want nothing to do with you, even if I care about you. Because there's been so many people I done cut off and I cared about them so much, but it's like, damn, you did that. Like I can't pretend that it didn't happen, you know? Like it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. I just, like even though I'm a loving person, I'm just really in a place to where I'm like on the fence with building relationships. I'm just so, honestly, I'm like scared. Like it's like pointless. Like you're gonna keep, I don't know. And I don't know why it's so hard for people to appreciate. I'm just like crying. I don't know why. But I don't know why people. And like if I was not saying wishing death, but if I was to pass away, the first thing you would say, oh, she used to always do that and third, but you didn't appreciate it when I was here. So what? Like, why do people have to pass away for you to appreciate them or to reminisce about all the good things they did? But when they're here, you don't appreciate it. You don't accept it. It's like you kind of, I don't know. It's just weird. People just weird. Like I don't know. It's weird.
I completely get it. One thing my grandmother told me. Well, she told my mother that, but I was listening, and my mother said like kind of the same things you're saying right now, like always pouring and pouring and pouring. Nobody pouring into me. My grandmother said was, but look how people love you though. Like, you know, like it might not show up from those people you're showing love to, but somebody does love you out there and you're blessed. Like, you know, like it's hard to not see it that way because you're not receiving it from those you're pouring into.
Yeah.
But, and honestly, sometimes I don't even think it's a matter of people are weird. I just think people are not used to receiving that type of love as well. I mean, I feel like a lot of times they don't know what to do when people treat them that way because they're not used to it.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, people would rather toxic things in this world, especially. So when you're showing up and being something that's foreign, it's like you're kind of weird to them in a sense.
Yeah, that is true. And another thing you said earlier about how like other people appreciate it. I know for a fact, like people always tell me you're so sweet, this and the third, but it's so much different when a person that you know you poured into, a person you know you're doing way more to the people that's saying it is not appreciating it or not just acknowledging the fact that you're doing it, you know. So I understand both sides. It's just more of you just want the people that you pour into to pour back into you and things like that. But
it is a harsh reality, to be honest, because you really do expect it to come back to you, but how you treat people does not really even determine how they're gonna feel about you at all.
True,
and a lot of times we do take it personally. Like it is more peaceful to stop taking everything personal. Still, like you can't lose your sanity for how people treat you.
No, Cheyenne, for real. I know I said this probably once a year. No, I'm probably like, I I know I probably say this once a year, but like as of April 2025, I promise y'all, like going forward, I just really like, I have put myself to the side for a long time. So going forward, I just really want to work on myself. I want to be in a better place. I want to be happy. I'm ready to let go, whatever I have to let go, even if it hurts. Like even if it's a person that I really, really care about and I know for a fact, okay, I gotta let go, I'm willing to do it. Like I know it's gonna hurt, but I done got over a lot of people. Not saying like I'm a whore or anything, but I have been in places where I thought, okay, I will never get over this person. I will never, even friends, like family, oh my God, this hurts so much. But life literally goes on. So I'm just trying to remind myself of that and just move forward because it's not worth it. I'm just tired of being like sad. Like I'm already sensitive and emotional, so it's just really draining. So I'm ready to go forward.
I feel like the fact that you can even recognize that there's something wrong is the first step. When you don't see an issue or if it's not broken, don't fix it, you're not gonna have anything to fix. So honestly, the fact that you even feel like there's something that you should fix about yourself is like the literal hardest step.
Yeah.
So you halfway there.
How's your mental health?
I low-key felt like you was gonna ask this because I kind of did
I
first.
always ask about mental health in the beginning of the video, but we talked about so much. But now I'm gonna throw it in now. How's your mental health?
I will honestly say I feel a lot better than I did years ago. Okay. So it's okay. It can be better, of course.
Yes. Mental health is
not bad though.
Okay, that's good. As long as you know it could be better, as long as you know that it's not bad. You know, because mental health, I feel like your mental health can be good even if you're like okay, like even if you're 20% out of 100%. As long as you see some progress and you're not to a point where you're in the closet and dark, that's perfect. Anything other than that is good to me, so that's good.
This is a cliche thing to say, but when you're like at rock bottom, you can't go nowhere else but up.
Basically, that was the end of the video. Do you have anything that you wanted to speak about before we left? Anything you wanted to ask me? Or anything that you want to just say before the video is ended?
I want to say I appreciate you for reaching out to me because I know sometimes I don't really answer that much. I'm a real distant person these days. And I do want to say I'm proud of you. I see that you try really hard to vlog your stuff and show up for yourself, even though sometimes you think you don't. You hang out alone and you have your Sunday cleaning and you sit in your bed and watch TV those days and rest.
Yes.
So I'm proud of your effort.
Next Wednesday. So just a year from April 16th, what's something you would like to manifest? Like a year from now, I would like a year from...
For starters, definitely moving out of my home. And I want to have my own business as well, because I feel like there's so many resources that we can be entrepreneurs if we wanted to be. So I'd say those are my goals, honestly, and to be the happiest I've ever been.
Okay, so the happiest you've ever been, you like to move out of your home, and the last one was?
To have a business.
To have a business, and what was that business? Like, is it something, or are you still trying to?
I'm still trying to navigate that.
Nothing wrong with that, just pray on it and he'll show you. For myself, I'll say a year from now, I would like to be in a better place mentally. I'm in a good place, like I'm not like in a bad place, but it's always room for, better. I'm still saying just be happier and better income and better finances from something other than a 9 to 5.
I want to add that to mine too.
Boom.